Hello and welcome to another 4-minute daily Muppet Madness, your summary of the day's latest news, information, and everything that is out there on Manchester United. What to listen to, what not, and what's worth keeping an eye on. So we got a busy day today, starting pretty early in the morning, so let's get right into it. First and foremost, and I'm not going to go through this whole thing, we had from The Athletic in their deal sheet, which I recommend reading and subscribing to the whole thing. I was a little confused by this story. I'm not going to lie. Not to say it's incorrect. Was a little confused by it. But that Xerxes and Dillit were closed, as we know. But then some statements about going for potentially another striker on top, and some talk of a loan in the midfield, though Ugarte was also mentioned. Otherwise, not much new, but that is an interesting one. I don't totally get it, but it's obviously from Larry Whitwell, The Athletic, worth listening to. So keep an eye on that. Then we had a really huge kind of story break pretty early in the morning, which was that United have made a proposal of around 60 million euros. There's a bunch of different reports on this from Santi, from England, from Romano, etc., on the value, but they've made some sort of proposal to Lille for Lenny Yoro that has been accepted. And that, that's where it stands. That they have an accepted offer for Lenny Yoro as a center back. My information on this is that the fee to Lille was never really the problem. United have been there if Yoro decides he doesn't want to wait for Madrid. Fabrizio Romano confirms this and says Lille want him to accept it as it's the best proposal on the table, but he's always given his priority to Madrid and he's waiting for them. Decision is up to him. And I believe that is just simply where it remains. But the offer there is worth mentioning because it will force the issue and push for something to actually happen here. I don't think United will sit on this for long. They'll want to say, okay, look, we're an option. We're here right now. Come and join. Or maybe you have to wait a year, because we put a much better deal on the table than Madrid are willing to. So, interesting one. We've known Yoro's been tracked for a long time. Darmish puts out that Juventus are still pushing to sign Manchester United winger Jadon Sancho. Likely they will need to sell to have a chance of meeting United's £40 million valuation. Borussia Dortmund remain keen, but as it stands, cannot afford the asking price. So, we kind of know this. The Jadon Sancho topic is still up in the air. He is set to return at some point here, and they need to figure it out, but Juventus are not ready to buy. Then a big one, David Ornstein, exclusive here from him. Marseille reach agreement with Manchester United to sign Mason Greenwood. Proposed deal remains subject to 22-year-old forward's approval, not yet in place. About £27 million total, somewhere in that range. Plus a big share of future sale, 50% sell on, something like that. So this is a good one, ends this topic for United fans, which is very good, and gives United a significant profit booster on PSR. And we have a video coming out breaking down our finances on Thursday or Friday from the excellent PJ who's been helping with this, so keep an eye out for that. But this gives us a big amount of added budget, essentially, because it is profit. Then from Santi J about Manchester United and PSG have become closer in recent hours regarding Manuel Ugarte. Everything is not yet complete, but things are progressing positively. He feels he no longer fits. He's open to leaving. Other clubs are interested, but Manchester they remain the favorite for the moment. There was some retweets and things from Romano, but essentially this seems to be continuing forward. And it's still the only name in the midfield that we've heard. Then we have a third report. Manchester United to return with a third bid for Gerard Branthwaite from the Times after the second one was rejected out of hand yesterday. As far as I hear it, United are still, the Everton are probably still kind of expecting to hold firm, but perhaps an offer that reaches that 55 million mark that I've been talking about, maybe it opens the door. I think if it doesn't, then they'll move on after this. If this third offer happens, or if they feel like it will, then they'll make that third offer. But that's obviously worth mentioning. And then finally, I had one more piece of information myself, which was my understanding as of today's West Ham retain an interest in Wan-Bissaka, but are still pursuing priority targets in that position, and a move for him is not yet imminent. They could turn to him if they cannot obtain their first choice. So there is an interest in Wan-Bissaka. He is a potential signing for West Ham. He would be open to moving to London, but they have other signings in that position they're looking at first. United would be open to selling him and replacing, but as of yet, nothing solid there. There was interest from Turkey previously as well. So that's what we have for today's video. That should wrap up all of the news. 5 minutes, I didn't quite make it. It's been a busy day. Thank you for watching. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, turn notifications on, and I will see you in the next video.